We're glad you called Trevor Lifeline. If this is a life-threatening emergency, please dial 911. This call may be recorded to improve our services.
With many young people feeling uncertainty and stress about the current U.S. election, we are experiencing long wait times.
Okay, so I hope you can hear me over this fucking music. I'm calling the trans suicide hotline to see what it's like. Call it concert, call it suicide. Weed. Huh. Oh, they have an Instagram. Let's look at the Instagram while we're waiting. Imagine you call the suicide hotline and get put on hold. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sitting here like this. Bro, oh my god, fuck. This is so fucked up. I think every second of hold makes it a little funnier. Fuck. Well, what do I do? What do people do? Because I feel like you call the suicide hotline when you have no other option. So what are they going to do? Just stare at the wall? They're not going to look at their phone. They're on their phone. They're not relaxed. This is like the most stressed I've ever been in my life, and I'm on the fucking hold. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Well, I can't volunteer because I don't know anything about this. This is really, really weird. Peer support and crisis hotline for the trans community. I mean, it's definitely a good idea. I'm fucking with the vision here. Oh, he's super trans. Let's go. Blue hair, nice. What do I do? Is that what's her name? Oh, that's pretty cool. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? I'm suicidal right now, and I'm on hold. How long have I been on hold for? Been on hold for 2 fucking minutes. And I'm a young trans kid. I don't have much time to be on hold. My parents are in the other room listening to me talk. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. And I'm on hold. Does it loop again? Wow. Okay, well, I'll just tell you about my day. So here's my plan. I guess I'll tell you my plan. My plan is to call these people and kind of sneak in a couple questions. I wonder how many trans people regret their surgery. And I think the only way to know that, truly, is, like, this hotline. Because it's probably... I mean, I kind of want to know why they're suicidal. Is that fucked up? I feel like... No, I don't think it's fucked up, because if I figure out why they're suicidal, then we can figure out how to fix the biggest problem by starting at the source. It's like, what drives them to kill themselves? Okay, well, let's eliminate that, right? That's kind of my plan. Fuck with the vibe a little bit, the music. I might get a piece of candy, hold on. should have just let it drop.
You have reached the Trevor Lifeline. Please hold for the next available hotline specialist to answer your call.
Dude, I got fucking pranked. Oh my god, I would have pulled the trigger right there. What the fuck, dude?
Good afternoon, Hotline. How may I help you?
Hi. I'm
Hi, how you doing?
not that great. I'm 20, and I just feel like there's so much going on in my head, and there's no one I could really talk to.
Hmm. Yeah. And I'm glad that you reached out for support. Um, and so I would like to ask before we do continue in, have you had any thoughts of suicide today or the past couple of days?
If I answer that, are you gonna call the police on me?
No.
No, not recently, no.
All right, thank you so much. And also, have you taken any steps to harm yourself today?
No.
All right, thank you so much for that. And so, you said that your mind was going places that was making you uncomfortable.
It just, I went, I kind of went all out with the, the surgery and and everybody knows, and I don't know if I made the right decision. And it's too late to turn back now. I don't feel like anybody kind of gets it, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody, it's, I don't know.
And when we make choices, sometimes if the people around us are not on board or not supportive or anything, it can make us second guess the choices we made, even if we were excited to get it in the first place or we wanted it for ourselves. And it's okay to know that if we wanted it, whether nobody else understands it, gets it, likes it, it's for us to get for ourselves and what makes us comfortable. And
But that's the
it's
thing.
also okay to
I
know
don't
that
know
there.
if I want it anymore now. That's the problem. Like
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it was almost not even my idea. Like everybody around me was kind of pressuring me, you know, and they said it was the right thing to do, and it's been 4 years, and I was too young at the time. I that's not even my fault, really. I was 16, you know. Like, does anybody else have this problem?
Yeah. Well, it is a common thing to feel pressured into something that we didn't want to do because we wanted to feel, more included or accepted into into that social group. Um, so, depending on, how we feel about, something that we did, you know, it's okay to just take it step by step. And if you still do feel uncomfortable with the, decision you made, you don't feel like it was the right decision for you. Um, it's okay to go and talk to any, professional that may be able to, you know, tell you if there's any alternative paths, from that, kind of like, and I'm not saying they're on the same scale, but it's like, getting a tattoo when you're, 18 and then you're 32 and you realize this tattoo is probably not the best choice. And, we can feel uncomfortable about that. So, we can try to look up some alternative ways of, how maybe if I want to get this removed or covered up or anything like that. And so, um, if you do feel like that's the direction that you would like to take and, you know, you're not comfortable with the surgery or, whatever your choice was, that you can, maybe find that right professional that will be able to give you that alternative in a different perspective or help you find that path to where you're more comfortable.
Are there any people that ever call that are like me?
Um, well, everyone is an individual, so I wouldn't say that no one's like you, but at the same time, if you're trying to kind of generalize it, I'm not sure what you mean by like you because I'm not sure what surgery you're talking about or what the choice was to really determine if it is the
I
same.
mean, does anybody ever get the surgery and think it was the wrong idea or a transition? And I just feel like I'm so
Um,
alone.
so yeah, I mean, there are some people that are comfortable with the transition, and there's some people that are uncomfortable with the transition. So yeah, I mean, yes, there are some others like you that you know may have done it at a certain age because they thought that was what they wanted at the time, and they may feel differently now. There's some people that felt uncomfortable with it, like at the moment, but then later on they got comfortable with it. So it's just it's really just about how we feel about it and how and if we're comfortable living with that decision and if we do need to make any alternative choices if we would feel more comfortable in that manner.
Okay.
Yeah. you know and so what it sounds like, I mean, it sounds like you felt pressured by the people around you to, I guess, fit into that group. And years later, because I know you said that you got it at 16 and now you're 20, you don't feel like it was like the best decision for you in the long term. And like, do you feel like, is there a point that you could get comfortable with the decision, or do you feel you know otherwise?
It was a terrible idea. I don't know what I was thinking. It's my life
Mm.
is ruined. I can't go back ever. And I was so young when I got it. I didn't know anything.
Mm. Yeah. And like, and I would like to ask, like, how do you feel like your life is ruined?
Feels like it's a little different than a tattoo, because at least with a tattoo you can maybe get it removed, but I can't get parts back from
Hmm.
other people. It was my parts, and it's if I ever do get a partner, I don't know what they're gonna think about me, and I don't. Maybe I do I have to lie to them about what happened to me, or do they just leave, or trans people have a hard time.
Yeah.
We have a
And
hard time keeping regular relationships, and I don't know. I'm just scared for the future.
yeah. And that's a common feeling to be afraid. Like, it's very common for us to be afraid of the future and what's going to happen. Especially if we've been in a situation where we feel like that decision may not have put us on the path that we feel most comfortable. Um, but it is also okay to know that there are people out there that do appreciate us for who we are. We don't have to lie to anybody, or give them a story or anything like that, but naturally give them who we are with, the flaws and all. If we do feel like anything is a flaw or, anything is a success, we can give that to people. And, there will be people that accept us for who we are. Now, being, trans, you know, depending on the location or whatever, yes, it could be more difficult in certain areas of acceptance, just like another race in another area that like I'll say for instance I'm African American. I do realize that there are certain places that I go that I don't feel the most comfortable. But at the same time, there are people even in those environments from time to time that are that do appreciate and accept us for who we are. And there are those people that are out there. It can seem difficult, or it's very hard to see that when we don't have it at the moment.
Yeah. Are you trans as well, or?
No, but I am an ally, and cousins. I have cousins and nephews that one is trans, another is gay, another lesbian, LGBTQ plus. So I do have that. Have family members that are.
Would it would it be too personal to ask how old the trans child is?
So they are 28. Yeah, so they're 28, and they got surgery, and you know they're okay. They're okay. I mean, it may also, like I said, it also maybe play a factor that they live in Los Angeles, where it's pretty much a lot more widely accepted and a lot more, inviting. Where there may be places like Texas that might not be as inviting. So I mean, it's just really about when we make certain decisions. Sometimes it is like the location and the perception of that, or the culture of that location, that can definitely make us feel uncomfortable. And sometimes we just have to, not only find those people that appreciate us for us, but sometimes find those locations where we can be truly ourselves and not feel shamed or criticized or judged or anything like that.
I like that. Your family member's pretty old, and at least older than me, and still hanging in there. That's pretty motivating, to be honest.
Yeah, and they're they're not to say that they don't go through their own challenges, but at the same time though they are, but it also takes support. I don't think that had he not had supportive family members or friends or anything like that, it would have been as easy for him. Or he still identifies as him. So but um, yeah, it's just more of you know. So a lot of times when we don't feel like we had that support around us, then we start to question everything. We start to question value, choices, the people around us, situations, and it can just be a stress ball.
Yeah.
Like, so do you feel like you have anyone around you like that you feel like you get support from?
My teachers, two of them.
Okay. Yeah. And that's great that you have, those two teachers to give you support. And there's, great things like there's things like, social groups, or even group meetings, virtual meetings, places where, LGBTQ plus can like, find each other, or not even just that, but allies that are, appreciative of people, with that experience. And so those people are out there. A lot of times we focus on people that are around us, like that are in our general area. And when those people kind of back off or they don't give us the support we need or not, a lot of times we go into salesman mode where we're trying to now sell you on how valuable we are, how good we are, how it's okay to be friends with us type of deal. And when we feel like that sales pitch isn't working, it feels like even more rejection. But the main thing is we don't have to sell ourselves to anybody. We can just naturally be ourselves, and people are going to gravitate to us. The right people. The people that are not going to like us are not going to like us. And it's okay to accept that they're not going to like us because out of 7 billion people in the world, everybody's not going to like everybody. There's going to be somebody that doesn't like you because of your hairstyle, your hair color, your eye color, your skin tone, your height, your weight. There's going to be somebody that doesn't like us for whatever reason. We like rock and roll. We like alternative. We like somebody's going to find a reason. But then there's going to be people that are going to just naturally fit with us, and those are the special connections that we look for. And that's why, and they're so difficult to find because we have to weed through the people that aren't supportive or the people that aren't there to encourage and uplift us. And when we deal with those type of people, especially on a consistent basis, we start to feel bad or feel low about ourselves because we're constantly getting met with resistance. We keep getting met with, this person doesn't support, this person doesn't understand, this person doesn't like me, this person. And so when we get that over and over and over again, we start to question ourselves now. Did I make the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? Is this what I really should be? And again, it's okay for us to be who we are. And there are those people out there that are going to appreciate us for who we are.
Thank you.
Well, no problem.
I gotta go. My parents are gonna be home at 3, but appreciate it.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Absolutely, and we're here 24 hours anytime you need support. And before you go, because I know you said 3, so I'm going to try to make this really quick. I just wanted to talk to you about a safety plan, which is just some things we do to help us get our mind off of things or cope with things, as we're going throughout the day. And it can be anything from listening to music, watching TV, talking to a friend, calling us, And so what are some things you like to do that kind of get your mind off your thoughts?
Honestly, I do a lot of drugs.
Hmm. Well, besides the drugs, then.
I'll walk my dog sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I,
Yeah,
I like
and
I like
it's
taking
okay
him to
to
the
add.
park.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He likes the park, so we usually go there a lot.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and that's like something that that's something that we can do when we do get overwhelmed or frustrated or anything. Is the moment that our mind starts to go into overdrive or we get overwhelmed, it's okay to just stop ourselves and go, okay, safety plan. Let me go grab the dog and go to the park. Let me go walk around. Let me go for a drive. Let me go for some music, something to kind of just separate my mind from overthinking this situation.
I've never thought of that before.
Yeah, I mean, we all have safety plans. We just don't know it's a safety plan. It's kind of like that thing where it's like, like some people use food at times. Like you know how like sometimes we'll be overthinking something or we'll feel uncomfortable about something and go, you know what, I could go for some ice cream right now.
Yeah.
And that ice cream kind of makes you just feel better. That's a safety plan. Now, of course, use it in moderation because too much ice cream it can be a health issue. But some people, hey, let me go to my favorite restaurant. Let me go to the bookstore just to be around people, or read a book in there. Get the atmosphere. Like so, whatever it is that you like to do that like stops your brain from going into the YouTube of your mind, where we just go down the rabbit hole and we start asking a bunch of questions we don't have the answer to, and we start trying to predict the future because we don't know that, we can stop ourselves and go, safety plan, let me go do something else. Because one thing about predicting the future is 9 times out of 10, it's always wrong. Because we don't know what's coming. So it's okay to take things one step at a time. So I know you said that your parents are about to be home soon, so I'll let you go. But again, thank you for calling in and sharing your story with me. And like I said, we're here 24 hours to support you. You don't have to go through any of this alone.
Thank you.
No problem. You try to have a great rest of your day.
You too. Goodbye. Dude, that was pretty cool. Actually, that was actually really good advice. Damn. How do you think I did? I mean, it's kind of cool. I could pass as a trans, right? Over the phone, at least. Maybe. I don't know. That was actually some really good advice. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? What do you say? Your safety plan. Do I have a safety plan? Shit. Damn. Suicide hotline's like free therapy. Fuck when I pay for therapy, I just go to suicide. Fuck that shit. Oh shit, I never thought about that. Free therapy? Pretty cool. Guys giving out some solid advice, dude. Safety plan, dude. What's your fucking safety? Well, okay, so what's your safety plan? What is mine? What do? I play a lot of video games. Oh man, it definitely takes my mind off shit. Video games is kind of one of those things that like I really refrain from telling people. Well, mostly women or like people that I think are gonna judge me for it, but it's definitely my thing. I love CS:GO. Oh my god, I love CS:GO, bruh. And what else do I do? I work. I go to the gym. I don't really know. I might need to make one. Damn. That's super interesting, I think.